The Silte of Ethiopia are a people who have remained virtually unchanged by the world around them for nearly 1,000 years. As devout followers of Islam for centuries, they fast during the month of Ramadan together as a family. After the men finish their evening prayers to Allah, the family sits down together to break the Ramadan fast. Though they have remained in southern Ethiopia, the Silte still hold true to their Arab ethnic roots. They first came around 1000 CE when Hajj Ali, the founding father of the Silte, moved from the Saudi peninsula. After several battles, he established himself in the highland area near Hosanna. The Silte are a proud and noble people. They have held tight to their heritage and culture, in spite of outside pressures to change. At times, government organizations have asserted political power over them. Though there have been attempts at forced conversions by other tribes, the Silte remain at least 99% Muslim. The Silte's pride in their culture has been effective at keeping outside influences to a minimum, but sometimes at a cost to progress. For instance, the vast majority of homes in the Silte zone do not have electricity or running water. As for education, there are only 3 schools that offer classes through 12th grade, and this within a population in excess of 1 million. Of the 3 schools, only 1,400 students attend regularly, and fewer than 300 are female. Medical care has suffered the most. Throughout the Silte zone, there are only a handful of medical clinics, and for every 36,000 people, only 1 doctor. The vast majority of Silte are farmers. They farm small plots for vegetables and larger plots for teff, barley, and maize. In the higher lands, they harvest a mild but addictive narcotic called chat, which is grown in much of Ethiopia. This plant is cultivated as a cash crop, and the Silte consume it regularly, making some chat farmers quite wealthy. In some areas, as much as 95% of the Silte adults use chat. Chewing and eating the leaves of this plant provides a mild stimulation to the brain and abates the appetite. Among friends, chewing chat is an all-night affair, with talk of plans that never come to pass. The local market bustles with weekly activity as villagers come to buy and sell various products. Anything a Silte family may need can be found here. Items such as clothing and food, farming tools, bedding, and houseware. However, buying and selling is not what it used to be in previous years. Many products are brought in from Addis Ababa. But with the shortage of local money, the Silte are unable to purchase needed items. Due to an excess of livestock and a shortage of feed, farmers are marketing their cattle for half price. For them, it is better to get half the value now than to get nothing in the future. Water irrigation is very rare in the Silte zone. Farmers say they rely upon the grace of Allah to bring the annual rains. But when the rains are insufficient, Silte and the lowlands suffer greatly. Children especially are hit hard by malnutrition. Famine and loss of livestock are common during this period. Delayed and insufficient rains have made this year extremely difficult, especially those areas receiving no rain at all. Where this dusty plain now sits, once stood an abundant lake that provided the Valley Silte with water all year long. 3 months before this footage was shot, the lake shriveled to this broken ground. The new rains aren't expected for another 6 months. Desperate for water, they dig holes up to 7 meters deep. While this water is expected to last no more than 2 weeks, families use it sparingly and water their livestock once every 3 days. Water is life to the Valley Silte. Searching for new water sources involves even the smallest family members, keeping them out of school. On the other hand, the mountain Silte are economically better off than those in the valley. Their land is fertile and receives several months of rain each year. Crops grow in abundance, including the drought-resistant enset tree. The tree itself does not produce a fruit. The huge bulb of the plant is used by the Silte to make various breads. Once the bulb is made into a paste, it can last for a year, protecting the family and the surrounding community from future famine. The Silte's self-sufficiency has made them resistant to change, holding fast to tradition. These harvesting traditions require not only hard work, but also cooperation. Whole communities come together to help each other with the work of their crops and homes. Together, the women prepare the enset bread, while the men rotate the trees and turn the soil. With help from these same neighbors, a family's home can be built in 3 months, while alone, it would take a family more than twice as long. Not only are the Silte people proud of their cultural traditions, but their faith in Allah as well. Eid al-Fitr, meaning the day of breaking the fast, marks the end of Ramadan. After breaking the fast, the men come together to talk and chew chat. It is a time of fellowship and celebration. They recount the recent political victories in becoming an independent zone. Around 11 p.m., the Silte gather at a large mosque for evening prayers, then return to fellowshipping and chewing chat well into the night. Just before sunrise, a call to prayer fills the air as the community gathers to thank Allah for His blessing. Silte families then come together for breakfast before bringing offerings of grain. All families exceeding a 24-hour supply of food bring this offering to be distributed evenly among the less fortunate in the community. Each family gives 2 kilos of barley per member. As each gift is presented, the father offers a prayer for that family member. During this time, any child born within past months is brought to the imam for blessing and to be officially named. Once offerings are completed, each village journeys to a central mosque for the common prayer. Led by their imam, they march up to 15 kilometers. With men first, then women and children, they sing and chant, Allah is great. Thousands flood the central mosque field, lining up and facing due north towards Mecca. Though the prayer is brief, the Silte's long march seems worth the sacrifice to prove their devotion to Allah and ask corporately for blessings for the coming year. Once prayers are offered, the festivities begin. Men challenge each other to horse races. Some will chase each other on horseback in mock warfare. With no injuries and no gambling allowed, all is done in fun. These contests are more about honor and prestige than warfare. When the best horse and horsemen are declared, everyone moves to the village for a time of extended fellowship. This time of rest and celebration is particularly special for the Silte women, who work 16-hour days tending to their homes and families. At the time of this filming, there were few non-governmental operations doing relief work in the Silte zone. From the Silte point of view, with outside help comes outside influence. New ideas that could challenge the solidarity of the Islamic Silte people. While others receive outside assistance and experience change and modernization, the Silte people are content to wait on the blessings of Allah. They are a people determined to keep their faith.